If you still surround yourself with these types of people in 2025, listen to this video because I'm going to be telling you guys the 3 types of people to absolutely avoid in 2025 if you actually want to make this year your best year yet. So let's get right into it. The first type of people that you should avoid are cheap people. These are the worst people that you could surround yourself with. Literally, they're only going to drag you down and they don't benefit you in any single way. Because whenever they need anything, they're going to come to you. You're going to do everything for them, pay for them. They're never going to learn. They're never going to develop themselves. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice and them at the same time. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Like, I used to be very close with this one friend in high school. And essentially, whenever we would go out, do any activities, like I was always the one to pay, right? But I'm a very generous person overall. So I was always paying because she never offered to pay. So I would just pay, and I didn't mind because she was my best friend, right? So I would just always pay whenever we did go out. And then I remember, like, even at her birthday, I paid for her food. Like, that's just how I paid for everyone at her birthday, at her own place. So anyways, I think about it now, like, I was crazy. I don't know why I did that. But in the moment, I was like, oh, like, this is my best friend. I really don't care. I'm a generous person. That's what I do. And essentially, after that, it got to a situation where she did something. I helped her. And then she wanted me to pay for helping her, essentially. That's what it came for. That's what it came to. And I was like, and I even offered to split. It was like solely for her. And she just simply told me, like, no, I'm not paying for that. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, so needless to say, I'm not friends with that girl anymore because I realized that she was a very cheap person, and there's literally no benefit in being friends with someone like that. Like, you want to surround yourself with people that have the same values as you too. So if you're a generous person as well, like, you want to surround yourself with other generous people, like people that have your back and you have their back. That's just the best. Like, if you are generous, if you yourself are cheap, honestly, I would switch that up though, because then you're just going to attract cheap people too. And you're just never going to level up. So to level up, stop being cheap, start being generous, help others, think about others too, not just yourself. And yeah, so that's the number 1 type of person to avoid is the cheap people, honestly. And there's so many stories. That's just one story, but there's so many stories of people that I know as well. Like, they would surround themselves with cheap people. There's just no benefits. They're just always gonna, like, I don't even have to give more details than that, but it's just such a disservice to you to surround yourself with cheap people. So just don't do it. Whenever you get a sign of someone, like, you're always paying for this person, you're always paying whenever you guys go out at their own birthday, like stuff like that, like crazy like that, stop. Just stop. Number 2 of the types of people to avoid is the jealous / envious kind of people. Honestly, these are like a bit tricky because sometimes genuinely you won't even know. But then when you're like talking to someone, like, they're going to tell you, like, man, like, obviously that person is jealous of you. And you're like, oh, like, I actually didn't even think of that. But because some of them are really slick, okay? Some is like pretty obvious, but some are slick. So that is it's very tricky. You have to be very careful with who you surround yourself, to be honest. That's why whenever now I see a weird behavior from someone, I hear you talking about me once, boom, you're gone. I hear you talk shit about others, boom, you're gone. Like, any type of negative energy, I will not surround myself with. Absolutely no way. I hear one thing, you're gone, okay? That's how you guys have to act if you do want to level up. You hear someone talking badly about them, don't forgive them unless it was like actually like forgive, like it was something like very true, and then you talk to that person and like you guys figure it out yourself. But if you guys never talked about it after, like, they're just being fake. They're just talking about your back, talking shit. Avoid. But yeah, so these are the worst people because they're gonna like try to act like your friend, but then behind your back, they're gonna talk shit. They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna tell all your secrets to other people. That too, like, if you tell someone like, oh, like please don't tell this to anyone. Like, I'm telling you, you're my friend, and they break that trust, never trust them again. Never. Absolutely never. They're gonna backstab you. If I was you, I would just cut them off automatically. I've had that experience too much times, to be honest, too much. I'm not even that old, but honestly, that's why like now, whenever I see a weird behavior, I'll cut you off automatically because there's no way I'm dealing with jealous or envious people. It's just negative energy. I'm not about that. It's just, stop surrounding yourself with people that are jealous or envious. Whenever you see someone try to cut you out of a friend group, and yeah, talk shit about you behind your back, stuff like that, boom, gotta go. You just don't talk to them again, and that's it. Number 3 of the type of people that you should avoid. Hold on, let me take a sip, actually. I've got my little electrolytes. All good, all replenished. Okay, so the number three type of person to avoid in 2025, if you do want to level up, is the manipulative people. These are the people that are always gonna like want something from you. They're always gonna like text you or call you whenever they need you, whenever it benefits them, or else they're gone. Like they're a ghost. You're not gonna hear of them. But whenever they do want something from you, or whenever they want something from you, they're gonna call you up. And they might like even compliment you and like try to flatter you and all of that. But it's just like, so please notice it right away. If someone, like, they're not giving you that same energy that you give them, and then they don't respond for days, they don't call you for days. Let's say it's like a guy you're talking to, for example, for all the ladies out there. If it's a guy you're talking to and like he doesn't respond in days, doesn't call you, but whenever he really wants to like see you, boom, he texts you, is like, oh, like I'm bored, like, do you wanna like hang out, chill, whatever. He's like, no, like, or I would just block him, just block. But no, like, I'm not gonna chill with you when you haven't even responded to me in days, you haven't called me back, none of that. But now since you're bored, oh, I should go and chill with you? Like, no. Stay in your lane, stay by yourself, stay bored. I'm doing my own shit. And that's it. That's it. You just block them. So yeah, anyone that you try to notice these signs, like it's really like they're going to show up whenever they want to show up. They're not going to show up if like you ask them. They're just going to show up whenever they want to and just ask something from you. And that's it. Like those are the type of people that you also want to avoid because they're just not bringing you any benefit whatsoever. They're just going to make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel that you can't trust anyone, make you feel less worthy than you are. So make sure that you're avoiding the manipulative people that always just they don't show up whenever you need them, but they do whenever they want to. So that's pretty much it for it's very short, sweet, straightforward. Those are the types of people that you absolutely want to avoid in 2025 if you do want to level up your life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for the next videos. Bye!